Ayo, what up? It's your man Hunnit Woods, MPC heads, boys back, and it's been long awaited. You know what I'm saying? The MPC gospel. I promised you it during quarantine, but you know how COVID was, brought everybody's vibration down. But I'm glad to say we made it through. If you're watching this, you made it through. Peace to you and yours. And I think it's time that we change the vibration. We raise the vibration. So I'm gonna show you how to make hits on your MPC, whether you got the MPC Studio, MPC Renaissance, whether you got MPC 1, MPC Live, MPC Live 2, shit, whether you got the MPC on your iPhone, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna show you, well, I can't say MPC, because I don't use that shit. But I'm gonna show you how to use the MPC software and MPC hardware, you dig? So, with that said, I feel like y'all know me already, but if you don't know me and what qualifies me to actually speak on these things, well, I got stuff published on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal. I fucks with DistroKid, so that's the distributor. I still gotta work on my copywriting and my trademarking. So if you trying to steal my beats and my name, better well do it now before I get it all locked in. And for all intents and purposes, I can create a new name. It's really that easy. But that's what I gotta take care of now. So, you know what I'm saying, trying to generate some YouTube, internet money so we could take care of that. But like I said, what qualifies me, the fact that I invested in myself and got the information. I'm gonna show y'all these receipts real quick. Like Sweetwater, I'm gonna just show you the Sweetwater receipts, my order history. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for my new auto tune right now, but that's actually, you know what I'm saying, full circle. 4 years of purchases, investing in my music. You know what I'm saying? In my music equipment, I should say, because investing in my music would be practice. You know what I'm saying? If I had the nice little edits, that would be the AI practice. But yeah, as you can see, we busting them out. Payments. This reversal here, I got them to reverse that overnight shipping fee. You gotta learn how to finesse this shit, cause corporate, you know what I'm saying, they charge it off anyway. Like my man Afro Man said, fuck the corporate world, bitch. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see this? From 2016, first purchase. What was it? Auto tune. Come on, man. From then till now, it's full circle. And that's not even going back to when I really started buying equipment, which was my MPC Studio. You know what I'm saying? A little thin line, gray joint. And my speakers and my laptop. You know what I'm saying? And just the Sweetwater purchases, it's over $8,000. I got 2 MacBooks over history. That you know how much a MacBook costs. That right there should let you know it's at least $10,000 in equipment alone. Not to mention the official plugins, because once I started buying equipment, I stopped cracking plugins. You know what I'm saying? So we can close that. That's my receipts. Not to mention going to 5 Towns College, you know what I'm saying, for their audio engineering and music business program. What else? Come on, son. But that's it. That's me. That's my intro. We about to get back into the MPC gospel. So, first things first, what we're going to talk about is the framework of the MPC. So, basically, when you're writing your MPC projects, you know what I'm saying? That's your work in progress. AKA your song file. Right? Now, projects are broken down into sequences. computer language, you can have up to 128. And these would be your song sections for arrangement. Arrangement, we'll just call that the last step in the production process. You know what I'm saying? Now let me close my email so that don't happen again. I want y'all to see the type of shit I be getting into, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so arrangement, when you got your song section, after you got your intro, hook, chorus, verse, all that, that would be what your sequences are for. Now your sequences are broken down into tracks. You have 128 again. Tracks, usually audio tracks. Or MIDI. Right? Now, I guess these speak for themselves. Audio tracks is your audio wave content, wave files. So any type of sounds, whether it's your instrument, your voice, samples, shit from outside. Well, yeah, samples, but not samples. MIDI tracks is the music instrument digital interface. You know what I'm saying? The shit that don't make sounds, but it's like the computer controller. You get me? That'd be like your keyboard, your MPC itself, your artiphone, anything that basically you punch in that doesn't make sound but goes into the computer and, you know what I'm saying, messes with the code. I'm a little stoned right now. So the next videos will be a lot clearer. Work with me. Now, once you got the type of tracks you want to work with, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see programs. Programs are specifically for MIDI. I think there's like 5 different types of programs that you can use, but we're going to just focus on the ones that are most relevant for creating hits. And those are drum programs, I just learned not to use bullet points and I'm using them, but I'm actually writing. But let's get it. Drum programs, VST plugins. Well, yeah, plugins. What else? Key groups. And external MIDI. Now the other ones is like clips and control voltage. Now if you want to figure out clips and control voltage, you can go straight to the MPC Bible that's written by Andy Agosti. Hope I ain't butchering your name. I'll put a link to it. That's like the big book that you read when you really want to get fine into your MPC. This is just the gospel. This is how I see the MPC. You know what I'm saying? I should call it the MPC Kabbalah because it's like me picking apart the MPC gospel. I mean, the MPC Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, he got everything in there. So it's not really me stealing his info. It's just me picking parts of the MPC process that I like and, you know what I'm saying, overviewing it for you to get you up and running so we can make hits. But if you want the full version of all this, go get the MPC Bible so you could do your own MPC gospel. Then you could have the MPC gospel according to you. But let's get back into it. All right, so like I said, projects is your song files. Sequences is your song sections. Tracks is the sections of your sequences, right? Audio tracks for your vocals mainly, or your direct instruments, you know what I'm saying? Or let's see, what else you could put in there. You know what I'm saying? Your vocals, direct instruments. Fuck it, just use your vocals and direct instruments. You know what I'm saying? For audio tracks. For MIDI tracks, that's your virtual instruments that you playing your MIDI controllers into your key groups or your VST plugins. Then you got the programs. Programs are for MIDI. Those are your drum pad programs. There is where you use your samples, which would be your drum sounds or your chops. We're gonna get into all of that later, but I just want to give you the real rundown of what we're gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? You got your drum programs, VST plugins, key groups, and external MIDI in case you want to play your hardware. It's weird, but I'll show you all that. Then you got clips and control voltage. So now let's pull up the MPC program and show you how it looks. Here we go. So starting here, we got, well, let's see, main mode, untitled, that will be your project, right? Project name. Now, starting from the left side of the screen, you see we got MIDI and audio, right? Those are the tracks, but trying to get you focused. I don't really know why they got that up top, but let's go. Sequence. Like I said, up to how many? 128. You can change the name of your sequence here, or you can change it on the MPC hardware. You can set up how many bars you want per sequence. You can set up your tempo for the sequence. You can set up whether you want your sequence to loop or not. That's really like during your project. But next, this is your tracks. Like I said, how many can you have? Up to 128. Always get in the habit of naming your tracks. That way, you have organization and consistency across your projects. When you have organization and consistency in your projects, then you have organization and consistency in your mind. Now, what did we say? That's why I think they should have MIDI and audio down here, but notwithstanding, MIDI and audio tracks. Now, on audio tracks, the programs disappeared. The MIDI tracks, you got your programs. So now, what type of program do you want? A drum program, a key group, a plugin, MIDI, clips, control voltage. Next, programs. How many programs can you have? Well, as many as your sequence can support. But they're always individual programs. You can't have two programs. Well, let me not say that, because you can do a lot in this. Now, under this is your mixer, part of your mixer. You know what I'm saying? This is your, what do they call it? The pad mixer? Well, no, this is your channel strip. We'll get into everything. Now, right here's your info window. Open and close it. They call it the inspector. Down here, pad channel. You can turn it off, turn it on. Program channel, turn it on, turn it off. So when you enable this, it pulls up your pad channels. Individual pads, you can control them just like you control faders and knobs on a control panel. So I would liken this to your bus if you speak audio. I don't really speak audio too good anymore, but try to tap into it. So you know how you would route every instrument to a drum bus, let's say. Well, they simplified it for you in the MPC. You assign all of your drum sounds to a pad, and your drum program would be your drum bus. So now on pad 1, you can edit the the volume of your drum sounds. You could pan, you could mute solo. You know what I'm saying? You could do what kind, granular shit. You can say what type of tracks you want to route that to. Come on, son. Hey, yo, I'm getting carried away. Because I'm hyped that I'm actually finally getting to work. So, yeah, that's the pad channel, program channel. This would be the drum bus itself. So now you can edit all of your drums together, put your inserts, your plug-in effects right here. Trying to just get you up to speed, not really get too detailed into the audio terminologies and all that. Now this is your MIDI, so you can even control the velocity of your MIDI notes. If you don't want to work down here, we get there. But, you know what I'm saying? Next, we have your MIDI keyboard, so that when you're playing on your MIDI controller or you playing on your pads, you can see what notes are corresponding. Bottom panel, you can turn that off to have clear real estate on your screen, or you can turn it on if you don't really need your grid. But some people like to use the grid, you know what I'm saying, to do their little click and paste and copy. You know, some people, you try to be Fruity Loops, but don't be Fruity Loops. Some people call it FL, I don't know why. It's Fruity Loops, man. Now here we have the mixer window. You can pull this up. It's best if you have like a big screen, or if you have like a separate screen that you could put that in and watch and do your fine tuning there. Coming across, we have the report a bug or make a suggestion. I don't really think they even using our suggestions anyway. So, you can spam them though. Troll AKAI. Make sure like they start feeling your presence. MIDI learn. This is where you can basically assign certain MIDI parameters to the program. But follow the MPC Bible. I've been trying to tell them to make video series, but maybe this might inspire them to, put in that pain. Damn, I gotta turn this off. Next, we have project info. So this would be like your sequences. This would be all your samples, everything that's contained within your project. This would tell you what is in what sequence. You know what I'm saying? That you can see over here, but we'll get to that in a second. We have project notes. This is where you can put your title, the artist, whether it's you as a producer, if you have a performer, people who are, on it, whether it's a cover, you put the original artist, you put what album it's going on, the year that you created it, the genre, and the copyright would be to you and the people who are getting the cut of the song. You put your project notes on here as you develop the idea, because I'm telling you, in the MPC, you could literally record a whole song, whether you in the DAW or you in the MPC or Live X, any one of them, you could literally record your project. Right here we have the undo window. All right, that's the undo window. The media browser. I don't have my MPC connected, so you can't really see my hard drive that's in there. That would show you all the files that I have. The expansion browser. I don't really clog up my computer hard drive with the expansions because that would just eat up CPU and slow my computer down. I keep everything on my MPC's internal hard drive. The file browser is just another, way to pull up your sounds that's in your MPC. And this is quick help, whatever that does. I guess that's that down there. I don't really need that. Coming up, you can actually assign shortcut folders. This is your menu, main menu. On this side, you got whether you want to turn your keys off, use your computer keyboard. Auto scroll, this controls your grid. So that's auto scroll. If you stop it, it's not gonna scroll automatically. This is your automation window. We get into automation later. Transport is your record ready. This is your overdub punch. We're getting the punch. You know what I'm saying? Stop, play, start. This is your tempo, tap tempo. I don't see why people would tap with the mouse, but you know, to each their own. Master sequence. You could set universal tempos. I had issues with that in the past using master tempos for the sequences, so I kind of leave that off now. You have the time display or the beat display. That's pretty cool because you can see the beats per bar, or you can actually see the time of your song. So it's all little things that you could, finesse. There's your time correction, whether you in 32 notes, 64s, triplets, all that. Your swing timing, your metronome. These are the different windows. And that's really why I did it like that, so that I could bring you down to the grid. So we're gonna turn this off. This is your grid. You know what I'm saying? We punch in your notes. It's not like FL. I like the linear, but I would prefer, or maybe there's a shortcut where you can actually draw in waves, but that's if you want to punch it in with your mouse. So let's see. That's the main grid. You can have it also for audio tracks as well. This is the track view. So you would see all your track out information, whether it's MIDI notes or wave files. Program edit, we'll get into that. But I just wanted to show you the different screens that you'll see on the MPC. So the takeaways from this, again, hold up. I guess I'll leave it right here. And let me put it in, what is this, song mode? Where's song mode? Well, guess we don't have a song there, and I don't have a project hooked up. Thanks for being prepared, 100 Acre Woods. Anyways, the moral of the story is projects, song, sequences, tracks, MIDI or audio, programs, right? Drums, key groups, plugins, external MIDI, clips, control voltage. Your mixer, main grid, project info, transport menu. After this, I think we're going to get into the philosophy of writing a song. We're going to get back into the MPC. That's more of a few videos from now. Just want to get you familiar and let you know what direction we're going in. So if you want to take this journey with me, I'll see you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like my style of presentation, hey, that's cool. I'll definitely promote all the MPC heads that's doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I'll start with Sight. You know what I'm saying? Had to throw a little competition jabs, and he came to me straight up, and we chopped it up and we linked. So go check out my man I Am Sight at the MPC gang. It's a few of them. My man Av McCree, my man with the ponytail. I don't want to like describe people with that. I want to get people's names official, but I'm gonna leave some people in the description so you can check them out. But this is the MPC gospel according to your man 100 Acre Woods, and I'll see you on the next video.